Good morning, friends. Today we're going to work through Module 3, Lesson 16. Make sure you have a piece of paper and a pencil or a marker and a whiteboard before we get started. As a quick review, let's remind ourselves that 10 ones is equal to 1 10. 10 tens is the same as 100, and 10 hundreds is equal to 1,000. And this is using our place value discs, which we will continue to use throughout this lesson. Let's get started. First, use place value discs to show 63 on your place value chart. So go ahead and draw your place value chart and show 63 using your place value discs. Feel free to pause the video as you need to give yourself some extra time. How many tens discs did you need to draw to show 63? Great, we needed 6 tens discs. How many ones discs should we draw? 3 ones. Which discs did we use from greatest to least? Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens and 1, 2, 3 ones. We used 6 tens, 3 ones. Add 1 disc so the number becomes 163. Think about what kind of disc you would need to make this number 163. What did you add? If you added 1 hundreds disc, you are exactly right. Now our number shows 163. Which number is greater, 63 or 163? 163 would be correct. Let's state that as a sentence. 163 is greater than 63. I want you to change your discs to show 205 on your place value chart. You can just draw a new place value chart if you would like. How many hundreds discs should we draw? We should draw 2 hundreds discs. What about our tens? How many tens discs do we need? We need 0 tens, so we'll skip our tens place. What about our ones? How many ones do we need? We need 5 ones. Now we have shown 205 on our place value chart. Which discs did we use from greatest to least? If you said 2 hundreds, 5 ones, you are correct. If you'll notice, 2 hundreds, 5 ones is unit form. That is the unit form of 205. Now, I want you to make that number 235. How many hundreds do we need? We still need those same 2 hundreds. This time, how many tens do we need? We would need 3 tens. And how many ones would we need? We need 5 ones. So if you kept your original 205 on your place value chart, all you had to do was draw 3 new tens to make the number 235. Which number is less, 205 or 235? 205 is correct. Let's state that as a sentence, just like last time. 205 is less than 235. How can you tell that 205 is less than 235? Let's take a look together. 205 has two hundreds. We see a 2 in the hundreds place. 235 also has two hundreds. They both have 2 in the hundreds place. We need to look at the tens place next because our hundreds place was the same. Let's take a look at our tens place. In 205, we have 0 tens. How many tens do we have in the tens place of 235? We have 3 tens. The 0 digit in the tens place in 205 is less than the 3 digit in the tens place in 235. 235 has 3 more tens than 205. That means that 205 is less than 235. See this new symbol that we haven't talked about yet? This is our less than symbol. Anytime we use one of these symbols, it is going to face the bigger number. Remember our shark attack math? In our shark attack math, the shark always wanted to snatch the biggest number. It's the same with our symbols. Now it looks like a shark is trying to eat the bigger number. We know that 235 is bigger, so we would read this as 205 is less than 235. Let's try another one. Go ahead and draw a new place value chart, and then use your place value discs to show 457 on your place value chart. Pause the video if you need extra time. How many hundreds do we need to draw? We need 4 hundreds. How many tens should we draw? We need 5 tens. And how many ones should we draw? We will need 7 ones. If your place value chart looks like this, you did an awesome job. I want you to change it to show 450. I want you to change your place value chart to show 450. How many hundreds do we need? We still need 4 hundreds. How many tens do we need? We still need 5 tens. And how many ones do we need this time? Very good. This time we needed 0 ones. Which number is greater, 457 or 450? 457. Let's state that as a sentence. 457 is greater than 450. Let's practice some other ones together. This time we have 289 and 189. Let's start by looking at our hundreds place. 289 has 2 hundreds, but 189 has 100. Which one is more, 2 hundreds or 100? The 2 digit in the hundreds place in 289 is greater than the 1 digit in the hundreds place in 189. So we would use the greater than symbol here. 289 is greater than 189. And we can draw our teeth to remind ourselves that the shark wants to eat the bigger number. What about this one? 324 and 326. Let's start with our hundreds place. 324 has a 3 in the hundreds place. We have 3 hundreds. 326 also has 3 hundreds. The digits in our hundreds place are the same value. We need to look at the tens place next. What digit is in the tens place of 324? Very good. We have 2 tens in 324. What about in 326? How many tens do we have in our tens place? Again, we have 2 tens. The digits in the tens place are the same value. We need to look at the ones place next. What digit is in the ones place of 324? We have a 4 in the ones place of 324. What about in 326? What digit is in the ones place? We have a 6 in the ones place. Which one is greater, 4 ones or 6 ones? 6 ones is greater. The 4 digit in the ones place in 324 is less than the 6 digit in the ones place in 326. So this time we're going to use our less than symbol because our alligator or shark wants to eat the bigger number, and 326 is bigger. Let's read this number sentence again. 324 is less than 326. Let's try another one. 465 and 445. What digit do we look at first? Very good. We look at the hundreds digit. We have 4 hundreds in both numbers. The digits in the hundreds place are the same value, so we'll need to look at our tens place next. What digit is in the tens place of 465? 465 has 6 tens in the tens place. What about 445? 445 has 4 tens in the tens place. The 6 digit in the tens place in 465 is greater than the 4 digit in the tens place in 445. Can you guess what symbol we'll use? If you said the greater than symbol, you are correct. Our shark wants to eat that bigger number, and we know that 465 is greater than 445. Next, I want you to tell me how to draw each number using hundreds, tens, and ones. Let's start with this first place value chart. How many hundreds do I need to draw to show 312? I need 3 hundreds. How many tens do I need? 1 10. And how many ones do I need? I need 2 ones. How many hundreds, tens, and ones do I need to show 132? I need 100, 3 tens, and 2 ones. What about for 213? How many hundreds, tens, and ones do we need? We need 2 hundreds, 1 10, and 3 ones. Now that we've drawn each of our numbers on our place value charts, which is the greatest? Remember, we can look at our hundreds place first. How many hundreds are in 312? 312 has 3 hundreds. What about 132? How many hundreds are there? We just have 100. In 213, how many hundreds do we have? We have 2 hundreds. Which is the greatest number? 312 is correct. 312 had the most hundreds. Next, let's see if we can find our least number. Again, we start with the hundreds place. We know that 312 has 3 hundreds, 132 has 100, and 213 has 2 hundreds. Which is the least number? 132 is correct. And again, we know because it had the least amount of hundreds. Let's see if we can order our numbers from least to greatest. Let's start with the least. Do you remember our least number? It is 132. It had the smallest amount of hundreds. What would our next number be? Our next number would be 213. It has the next highest number of hundreds. And what would our greatest number be? It would be 312 because it has the most amount of hundreds. That is the end of our math lesson for today. We have just completed lesson 16, so make sure that you are ready for your Zoom lesson. Be sure to bring your pencil and paper or marker and whiteboard to that Zoom meeting. Have a wonderful day.